I love that question, and there's a book that you want to read that I think is really important here, and it's called The Essentials of Drucker. So Peter Drucker, The Essentials of Drucker, and it's kind of a sort of a compilation of his writings. Drucker talked really firmly about leadership and management. Drucker's not a leadership guy. He's not a leadership fan. He's a manager fan. And for the first time in my life, see, I'd always been leadership here and management here, you know. Leadership, management, you know, sort of what you're taught in the Marines. But I read Drucker and I'm like, whoa, this makes total sense. Because there is this idea of leadership and what that does for people. But then there's this real practical concept of management. And management is far more technical. Far more tactical. No, it could be strategic too. But it's far more using resources and moving things along and achieving organizational objectives, right? And so to your question now, do I believe I could take somebody and move them along the leadership continuum and help them become a good leader? It would be to what's in here. You know, do they really have a desire to like people, to help people achieve? That's one thing. And the other thing is, do they have skills and knowledge about, you know, the business that they're in? Do they have capability to manage? Do they have capability to grow in that management area? There's an interesting move going on in universities these days, and the move for a long time was, let's train everybody to be a financial person. Let's train everybody to be an accountant. You know, let's train everybody to be a hotel and restaurant management person. You know, very specific set of technical skills in the management side. The trend is now moving towards liberal arts, saying, whoa, now let's make sure everybody has these foundations, but let's make sure they know how to think. Let's make sure they know how to learn. Let's make sure they know how to react. And that's what the liberal arts equation is. And so that's why I think a really important part of leadership development is, you know, understanding history, being well-read, and continuing to read, and looking at cases, and thinking about leadership from a liberal arts point of view. And Drucker asked the question, you know, is management a liberal art? And he concludes it is. And I then also follow on and say, leadership is a liberal art.